Welcome to Because. We have a great show planned for you today. We'll start out with Christina from Meet Chicago Northwest and talk about their upcoming restaurant week. Next, Christine from Amita Health will be in to talk about joint replacement. And we'll conclude today's episode with Sophie at our Parent-Tot Gymnastics class. Stick around and we'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back to Because. I'm here with Christina Nied from Meet Chicago Northwest. She's their partnership manager.
Yes.
Christina, thanks for coming in this morning. Appreciate you braving the great Chicago winter we're going through here.
Yes, thank you, Tony.
It's hard to believe, but as we're in winter and hopefully transitioning towards spring, one of the things that gets us through is it's restaurant week for you guys.
Yes, coming up February 22nd to March 3rd, we'll be having our 10-day Chicago Northwest Restaurant Week promotion, and we're really excited about it this year. We've got 26 Schaumburg restaurants this year,
great.
So quite a few new ones.
Yeah, I was going to say that's really grown over the years,
it
hasn't
has.
it?
It has. Every year, of course, you lose a couple,
Sure.
but then you always gain a couple new ones, and
Right.
so we're excited about a couple of the new Schaumburg restaurants this year as well.
That's very, very exciting. So as far as restaurants, what are some of the tried and true ones that are here this year and some of the newer ones?
Okay, so almost every year that we've had this, we've had some diehard restaurants that we love. Morton's, the Steakhouse,
Right.
Chicago Prime Steakhouse to Chicago Prime Italian, Seasons 52,
Sure,
Weber
one of my
Grill, yes. Ricardo's, which is family owned.
fantastic,
She
yeah.
does.
They're great partners
Katie
in
over
the
there
Park
does it.
District,
Yeah.
right.
So, and then Brazil Express,
Okay.
which again, locally owned, which we love getting the locally owned restaurants
Sure.
with us. Gaylord India is back. New this year, we've got Miller Ale House,
Okay.
Miller's Ale House.
Right on Meacham there?
Stonewood Ale House is new this year.
Okay.
Meze Mediterraneano, which is over by the mall, is new this year.
Great.
So, we've got a handful of new ones. At the Hyatt Regency Schaumburg, there's a restaurant there called Market Bowl.
Okay.
So they're going to be new with us this year, too. So we're excited to have
Fantastic.
that. 26 total. So
Yeah, that's a huge number.
Yeah, and it's 45 for the entire region.
Right.
We'll have 45 participating restaurants.
Great. And I know from years past there's usually a lunch option and a dinner option. Can you explain the difference between the two
Sure.
and what some of the pricing looks like?
Absolutely. So generally, the menus are going to be 3-course menus. And this year, we decided to kind of lift the strict pricing guidelines. So the restaurants are taking it on themselves to price their 3-course meals.
Okay.
But they put together, a great deal. So you're going to find that many of the restaurants are offering these 3-course menus at a very reasonable price. So it's a great time to try one of these restaurants
Right.
out that you haven't tried before. But it'll be 3-course lunch, 3-course dinner at a reasonable rate. And then a lot of the restaurants also, their chefs put together special entrees for this. So
That's
it's
awesome.
a nice combination of sometimes a unique dish,
Right.
which we love that too.
Yeah, that's what we tried Seasons 52 a couple years ago, and that's what one of their chefs put together.
Right.
Nice item on the menu.
Right.
It was, like you said, it's kind of a good opportunity if there's a place that you've been looking at in the community to try out, but you're not sure, because a lot of times that's the hardest part, right? You love one place, you're looking to
Right.
try the new place, and this restaurant week is a perfect chance to try out some of those new places.
You bet.
And try the old places as well. So I know in the past you guys have at Meet Chicago Northwest gone down new roads trying to get the word out. Anything new this year as far as getting the word out?
So we have a great food blogger that has come into the area.
Okay.
Her blog is called Felt Like a Foodie. She's got quite a following. She is a gourmet chef, and she travels around and
That's cool.
hits several of our participating Restaurant Week restaurants.
Right.
And they, of course, feed her. She takes beautiful photographs photographs and then experiences some of the items from a restaurant week and then writes a beautiful blog on it, which you can find on our website, chicagonorthwest.com. Our blog page kind of features where she's been, the photographs, and a little bit about the dishes that she tried.
That's
so
a
it's a great
idea.
place to check that out.
Right. What was her name again?
Her name is Barbara Felt-Miller.
Barbara Felt-Miller.
And her blog is Felt Like a Foodie. And so
Okay,
that's something
Felt
kind
Like a
of,
Foodie. I
that's
got it
something
now.
new that we've been doing the past couple of years.
Right,
And
that's
the
cool.
restaurants love it. And I think people who really like to read the blogs are enjoying that too.
Yeah, good stuff. And for yourself, what are some of the items that you've liked the best over the years, or that you've heard about from some of the restaurants?
So I was looking at some of the menus, and I'm just going to share a couple of things with you because they're incredible. So we were talking about the great price points. So Moretti's has a $10 lunch, and that includes a soup of the day, homemade soup of the day, a lunch portion mile-high lasagna, and a scoop of chocolate gelato for $10.
That's fantastic
So
deal.
there's an example of a great price point. And then the other thing I wanted just to point out is this new restaurant, Mezze Mediterraneano. They're going to do a lunch for $20 and a dinner for $40, but the items on this menu are incredible. So homemade French onion soup or a chopped or Caesar salad, and then a Tuscany chicken, a filet. They've got because they are a Greek restaurant, they've got warm mixed olives as an appetizer, pan-roasted wild salmon.
Oh, great stuff. Wow.
Giant rigatoni al pesto, free-range roasted chicken, and for dessert, Oreo crusted cheesecake with sour cherries.
Yeah,
Yum.
it's 10:15 in the morning and I'm starving now all of a sudden.
That's one of the things when I'm working on this project.
Right.
I get all of these menus and I'm like, oh my gosh. So
Yeah, well, that's great stuff.
Yes.
And I know you mentioned your website. How can people find out more about Restaurant Week?
So it's dinechicagonw.com is where you will find the menus for each of the 45 participating restaurants. But then also, for the past couple of years, we've done a component to add on to Restaurant Week called Cork and Tap Tastings.
Okay.
So that's corktap.chicagonw.com, and that's where you're going to find the local breweries in our winery, Linford Winery. They're also offering special flights or special pricing on some of their craft beers during Restaurant Week. And what we're trying to do is encourage people to visit the breweries or the winery and then go grab a dinner at somewhere that you haven't tried before.
That's great stuff. And again, like we said, it's the perfect time of year.
Yes.
We're looking for something to transition us to the warmer spring. So getting out and about.
Let's get out of the house.
Get out of the house, and make sure we try some of these spots. Well, anything else that you wanted to mention, Christine?
Yeah, so we're encouraging people to take a look at that website, dinechicagonw.com, see what you might be interested in doing. Really support these local restaurants that are participating in Chicago Northwest Restaurant Week. It's a great promotion, and like we talked about, great time to try something new.
Perfect. Well, Christina, we really appreciate you coming in the studio today.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with your restaurant week.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after these messages.
I love competing, and I love the rush you feel when you do tumbling or any event, really.
By participating in gymnastics, new students can learn to work new skills and understand their body types.
The coaches are great here, and it's a good experience to have because you meet new people.
And they might eventually fall in love with the sport.
Welcome back to Because. I'm here with Chris Quinlan from Amita Health. Chris, tell us what you do for Amita.
I'm the Administrative Director of Nursing and also currently the Interim Executive Director for the new Amita Center for Advanced Joint Replacement.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming into Because this morning. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
So according to the Journal of Bone and Joint Surgery, over 3 million people in the U.S. are going to need knee replacement. And then also the hip replacement number is supposed to double by 2030. What's causing this in the U.S. as far as people needing these type of joint replacement items?
Well, I think the obvious answer is we do have an aging population first and foremost. But second of all, really the main causes are osteoarthritis, or it could perhaps even be an injury to the site. So with osteoarthritis, or even an injury, patients typically experience a lot of pain and discomfort, which leads to an adverse quality of life.
So is Amita Health, are you guys ready for, I mean, that's some big numbers. I was joking about my little knee issue, but that's some real big numbers to handle such a significant uprising of these type of items.
Absolutely, we're very ready. Over 2 years ago, we started meeting with a team of orthopedic surgeons who specialize in joint replacement surgery.
Okay.
And with this team, we involved physicians, extenders, physical therapists, the nursing team, and we're developing this center of excellence that really is focused on the patient experience, an optimal physician surgical working environment, as well as looking at how to really promote positive outcomes for our patients.
That's awesome.
It's great.
When you talk about most of those from a layperson's perspective, I knew most of the words that you said, but when you talked about an extender, what's an extender?
Like a PA from a physician's office or a nurse practitioner.
Great, great. In Amita Health being a center of excellence, you mentioned that. What distinguishes a regular facility compared to a facility of excellence?
Well, for our purposes, really, I look at that as a four-pronged approach. So first of all, what we've developed is a concierge model of care.
Okay.
What that means is that the patient is guided through their journey from the point that they make that decision to have their hip or knee replaced, or all the way through their recovery phase into the outpatient setting. At our particular center, we do total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement surgery. And with this concierge approach, it really allows us to work with the provider to map out what they want for their particular patient while still standardizing our care. We have a nurse navigator who meets with the patient and discusses what the patient can expect so that we can fully optimize the patient before surgery. And that's basically your medical clearance, cardiology clearance, perhaps labs, and even diagnostic testing depending on the type of procedure. And then we have a joint education class where the patient will go through and really learn what to expect. What are they going to expect to prepare for surgery so that we don't have a canceled surgery? The next step would be what to expect in the hospital, because being in the hospital having surgery can be a scary thing for our patients.
For sure.
And then lastly, how to really be successful and all those tips and tricks to make that continuum of care through the next 90 days seamless.
Right, that sounds great. And really the concierge approach, I think, in kind of walking people through, because now more than ever, medicine becomes customer service driven. And I think the other point I like that you mentioned, Chris, is the coordination between the provider option-wise and almost creating like a flow chart or a work plan for your customers. In doing so, customers have different options and different thought processes. And what does the concierge take care of most of that, or does you mentioned a nurse strategist, or?
It's our nurse navigator, and the nurse navigator really works to help partner with our physicians.
Okay.
And the physicians are the ones that are the drivers of what the patient's going to have. So for example, the next leg of what makes us a really special joint replacement center of excellence is that we have advanced technology in our center. So what does that mean? Our surgeons really were the drivers of designing the ORs.
That's
so
really cool.
our ORs are state-of-the-art technology. They looked at every last detail to make sure that it was a safe and effective as well as efficient environment, because they want to shorten the time that a patient is in the operating room, because the less time that they're in there while still being effective, the patient has more time outside in the recovery area. The other piece of that is we also just recently purchased an exciting new robotic arm-assisted surgery device called the Mako. And the Mako allows the physicians to make the cuts needed to do the procedures with such precision that there is minimal error. They can make it so precise that the patient's knees are totally aligned, that they have no more deformities, basically.
Right. Yeah, I was just going to ask you, and you kind of took the question from me, but as far as state-of-the-art Mako, and besides Mako, any other really cool advanced things? Robotic arm, it's hard to beat that one, but what else? I like how, integrating the doctors in the process and the creation of the facility it sounds like a great idea. Anything else that they came up with that's the latest, greatest?
I think the keys were really basically looking at you know, what are we going to use in that OR, from the equipment to the monitors.
Sure.
You know, we have all the tables that they need to do the surgery. There's not a whole lot from that perspective. The one thing that I know our surgeons did do so that they would have some standardization across the board is really look at the instrument trays that they're using so that the trays have the correct amount of equipment and tools without being overboard, because when your instrument tables are cluttered and you've got excess things, it's going to slow you down.
Right, makes sense. Well, Chris, I really appreciate you coming in this morning. As far as people learning more or scheduling an appointment, how do they go about doing that?
Basically, they're going to call 1-800, I messed up. It's 1-855-MY-AMITA.
Okay, well that's easy. MY-AMITA, 855-MY-AMITA. And then website-wise, where they can go for more information?
It would be the Amita Health Orthopedics Institute.com.
Okay, well great. Anything else you want to add as we conclude here?
No, I think that it's just a really exciting time for us right now. We have a terrific team of surgeons and a terrific group of multidisciplinary associates who are here really to help drive that patient experience, as I said earlier.
Right.
We do have locations in Hoffman Estates and LaGrange.
Okay.
And I think that the key that we really want people to take away from this is that you can have excellent care close to home, right here in your backyard.
Yeah, that's the cool part for me, hearing about this, is as a community member to know that you guys knew about a need and then now meeting the need through the, you know, the transition of bringing the doctors in and creating the plan for people. It sounds like a great thing Amita's done. So thanks again for coming in. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
We'll be right back after these messages.
This is a great job if you're going to school, high school, college. It's a fantastic job.
Is a discipline. You really learn discipline working in this workplace.
Anybody that's willing to learn can be taught how to be a lifeguard. We can teach you everything.
My favorite part about being a lifeguard is probably coming in and working with these great people. Like, we got a really great staff, good friends.
You're in the mall, someone drops and you know what to do. Like, just the sense of knowing that you could gain from being a lifeguard.
Sophie here reporting for BCUZ, and today we are at the Sports Center at the Parent-Tot Gymnastics class. So let's go check it out. With Nicole and Michael. How old is Michael?
Michael just turned 2.
And how long have you been doing this Parent-Tot Gymnastics class?
We started the beginning of January, so right before he turned 2, we decided to get him into something.
He's like, ooh, that looks fun.
The microphone. The microphone.
And what is your favorite part, Nicole, about coming here and spending time with Michael in this setting?
Basically, getting his energy out is a big part of it, you know, and learning just, you know, about balance and strength, all sorts of things. You know, he loves the trampolines, and we don't have those at home, so we get out and come here and do it. So it's a really good opportunity to come. I highly recommend it. Yes.
That is very, very cool. And did you do gymnastics when you were younger, when you were a kid, or is this something new that you're trying out?
I did actually. You know, it was something that my parents put me in, and but nothing I stuck with. So it's just, I think it's a good activity for the young ones, especially when there's not a lot of activities that they can actually do with a park district this age. So. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. We'll let you guys get back.
All right, thank you. Say bye. Can you say thank you?
Okay, I am here with Lily and her grandma. Grandma, can you tell me what is your favorite part about coming to this class with Lily?
Just seeing Lily happy. She just absolutely loves it. It burns off some of that energy too, which is kind of a good thing. And she goes home and takes a nap.
That's perfect, especially with this winter we've been having.
Terrible, just terrible.
It's nice to have somewhere inside that they can let off some steam.
It is. Thank you so much, yes.
And then, Grandma, can you tell me, how did you find out about this class?
I saw it in the Schaumburg, the flyer, the booklet that you guys send out. I read that all the time. That thing is great.
All right, well, we are going to let you guys get back into your stretching and your equipment over here. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
I am here with Kelly, Alexa, and Bree. Kelly, how did you get involved with the gymnastics program here?
Well, my daughter here, she's 9. She started off in the Parent-Tot class, but now she's level 4 on the team. And it's competing, and so she wanted to do the Parent-Tot class. So we've known about it for a while. We know all the coaches, so we feel really comfortable, and it's fun for them.
And what's your favorite part about being able to come here and spend time with your little ones in this class?
Well, especially in the winter, it's nice to have somewhere to bring them. They can just roam and play. But yeah, they just overall have a fun time.
And did you ever do gymnastics at some point in your life?
No, I never did.
I love it. And then how did you kind of hear about this program? I know you said Alexa was a part of it. How did you hear about it before bringing her?
Before bringing her, just through the book that we would get in the mail. And yeah, she just was interested in doing the gymnastics. So we signed her up, and they saw that she was progressing good. So they kept bumping her up. So they have a lot of fun.
That is very cool. And Alexa, what is your favorite part about gymnastics?
Just like showing what skills you could do and having fun.
And what do you think is your best skill?
Well, I just got my squat on at open gym the other day, and I think that's my best skill now.
On the bars, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's amazing. Well, you might have to teach me a thing or two. How about that?
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I am here with Kathy, and we are at the Sports Center at the Parent-Tot Gymnastics class. Kathy, can you tell me a little bit about what happens at this Parent-Tot class?
Well, typical day, they come in and then we stretch out, and we make a circle, we stretch out, and then I have them come over to the floor, and then they do some forward rolls, maybe backward rolls, log rolls. They climb mountains. They have a lot of fun. So I just love working with the little ones.
They are very adorable. It looks like they're having a great time.
Yes, they are.
And Kathy, how did you get involved with gymnastics?
Well, I did gymnastics my whole life. And then when I had my 3 children, they were involved in gymnastics when they were really young. And my daughter went through gymnastics all the way through college. So I just love it. I always love the sport. That's my favorite sport. So, so I just love working with the children, and I just love the gymnastics.
That's amazing. You can tell the children love you based off of what we've seen so far. It looks like they're having a great time.
Yes, they do.
And Kathy, if a parent wanted to get involved into this class with their tot, how do they go about doing that?
Well, there is a website, the Schaumburg website, and they can look at all the classes online, or they do have brochures that they send out to only the people that live in Schaumburg. So you would really have to look online if you don't live in Schaumburg, or you can come to the Sports Center, and they have a book there, which the parents can take, and then they can look at that. So there's a lot of options.
Excellent. Well, we'll let you get back to teaching, but thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right, I am here with Michelle and Logan. Michelle, who do you have at class today?
Well, today I have my daughter Kaya, and she's jumping on the trampoline, and her brother Logan is here today because it's a holiday, so we're having a good time together.
And how did you hear about this class and what made you want to get involved?
Well, we just moved to Schaumburg. So we looked on the website and we found a lot of great opportunities with the classes here at the rec center and at the CRC, and we're looking forward to a lot of new experiences here in Schaumburg.
That is awesome. Well, welcome to Schaumburg. Yeah, there are definitely a lot of programs, so we're very excited. Can you tell me what is your favorite part about bringing Kaya to this class?
Oh, she gets to expend a lot of energy, and she gets to learn new skills and be with kids her own age, and that's really important for her because she is just going to start preschool next year. So she gets that experience with interacting with kids.
That is all very, very great. Now, Logan, do you like gymnastics?
Yeah.
What is your favorite part?
Like the jumping.
The jumping, that is definitely the best part. And what else do you like to do? Do you like to do sports or music?
Sports.
Awesome. Okay, well, we'll let you get back to Kaya. I know she's over there, I think, still jumping on the trampoline, so she didn't want to come over here. I don't blame her. Right. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. As you can see, the parents and the tots had a great time at this class. It's a great way for the kids to learn new skills and get some of their energy out, especially in these winter months. So thank you so much, and be sure to check out our website at parkfun.com for more programs.
We hope you enjoyed today's show. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget, take time for fun.